So you can control whatever happens in your life. But you've got to be able to speak over your life. That's all it's saying. When it says that death and life are in the power of the tongue, that simply means that you have the power in your mouth. Well, the piece of meat that's so important that we take not the advantage of, but we use it for granted. Because we don't know the importance of the tongue. And the tongue is not just something that God gave us, but it's very important. Listen to this. The tongue is life or death. According to the tongue, it's life or death to you, to me. Y'all believe that? That's simple. According to your tongue, for you and for me, for what I speak, for me, and what you speak for yourself, and even what you speak over, even your children, is either life or death. Now, think about that. Think about all the things you speak on a daily basis. Think about what you just said not long ago, before you came to church. Before this message even came to you, think about the things you were saying. And then think about, did it make sense? Yeah, you said it. Yeah, it came out of your mouth. Because your tongue is simply, it forms your mind. It speaks your mind. Your tongue speaks your mind. And whether it speaks life or death, when it comes out of your mouth, that's what it gives to you. That is what you speak of yourself. There's many scriptures that concerning death and life. That when we speak, we're speaking it over ourselves. It's a mind situation. That's why you got to be careful that when you allow things to come in your mind, think about it first. Tell somebody, say, listen, think about it first.
Think about it first.
Tell them when it comes in your mind, think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Simply because if you're not thinking about it, you'll speak it out of your mouth. And once you speak it out your mouth, you speak that thing over you. Then that thing begins to take charge over your life. Think about what the Bible is saying. Now here's a man who full of wisdom said this. I didn't say this. A man full of wisdom. Jesus said this in Matthew. I want you to listen to what he said very carefully. He said this in Matthew. I think it's Matthew, the 12th chapter, the 36th verse. He said in Matthew 12 and 36, every idle word, listen now, every idle word that man may speak, they shall give account thereof of the day of judgment.
I hear you, Holy Ghost.
For by thy words thou shalt be justified, And by thy word thou shalt be condemned. That's what he's saying. Every idle word. That means joking, that you're speaking over your life. Sometimes you can be joking with other folks. Sometimes you can be joking too much over your own life. Then you become a jokester. You become a jokester. And do you know that that's an idle thing to do? Because all you're doing is wasting time talking about nothing. That's why you got to be careful what you're talking about. You got to be careful what you're saying over your life. As a believer, you've got to speak over your life what it is that you are to accomplish, not what you're going to be down and out in. If I want a job, I'm going to speak a job over my life. I'm going to speak, I will be employed. And then even you can speak at such and such a time, I will be employed. That's right. If you want money, you got to speak, I have money. Not I'm broke. Not I can't wait to pay that, or I can't wait till I get a job. If I got the money, I speak it over my life. So you got to speak that. Every negative word, which is idle, you got to give account of that. Every time you speak idle, negativity, you've got to give account of it in the day of judgment. And then your words are going to either lead you to life or they're going to lead you to eternal damnation. Your words. Your words you can say today, I'm not going to make it. That's over your life. And do you not know you're not going to make it because you spoke it? And some things you speak you cannot take back.
No, you can't.
Because it's already been taken into effect. Yes, it has. That's why your mind is very important, that you got to think what comes in your mind. Is that what I should be thinking? Is that what I should say? Because once I put it out there, if I say Susie is a liar, before I say that, let me think, let me understand, is Susie a liar? Will I be telling the truth? Because if I say that and she's not a liar, I've spoken that over Susie's life. Even though Susie may not be a liar, but if I say it, I've spoken it over her life. So I've got to be careful what I say. Because I can mess Susie up. And you got to be careful that you don't speak death over your life. The natural death, and we all got to face this one day. All of us have to face death. Death is a separation from this life, this natural life. When the spirit, the soul leaves this natural body, then we die or we go to sleep. We're no longer here in the natural as we were. Because we've got to get ready to go to an eternal place, an eternal home. Everyone that has left here, that has died, their spirit has left them. They're no longer present here. All we have is their memories. And they're no longer here in the flesh as we are. And so all we can do is think about them, because one day your spirit has to leave you. And you'll be just flesh. But in the spiritual realm, death is different. Because in the spiritual realm, Death to the believer is not death.
That's right.
To the believer, it's a sleepy type of situation. It's a rest from all of this life that you have done, that you have been involved in. It is a break from all of this that may have caused agony, pain,
Well,
disgrace,
well,
hurt,
well,
bitterness.
that's all it's like.
And because this world does cause all of those things,
Yes,
doesn't it?
yes,
It does cause those things. Even when we're happy and even when we're joyful, sometimes this world knows how to try to get us down, even when we're joyful.
that's right.
Because this is what this world brings. It brings negativity.
That's right.
But to the believer, when you leave this negative world, this world that's full of ups and downs, this world that sometimes makes you sick, this world that disturbs you, this world that makes you pray, this world that will keep you on your knees, but when you leave here, you got a spiritual
That's right.
resting place.
Well,
To the believer, you got a spiritual eternity that you'll never have to worry about this type of life again.